Welcome to CCBC TV's Arts Showcase, a series featuring performances from the campuses of the Community College of Baltimore County. I'm Monica Otal, Professor of Music and Concert Manager at CCBC. Today's Arts Showcase features CCBC's own Brian Comotto, Emmy Award-winning composer and performer. Well known to area audiences for his jazz and popular music performances, he will display his considerable talents on vocals and piano in various genres from classic pop music to jazz and original compositions.
Long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it, and God only knows what I'd be without you. And if you should ever leave me, life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living to me? God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. And if you should ever leave me, the life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you.
Thank you. So I'm Brian Comotto. I'm the director of the audio program here at CCBC, and I also teach popular music theory. And I guess I'm the professor that plays pop music and stuff like that. But yeah, what's important to one of the things that I want to kind of get across to people today, though, is everything I do comes from the classical lessons I had. And like my colleague, Mr. Wolf was not able to be here today, but he said, make sure you tell them that. I've had sort of an interesting musical existence in that I've always written music and all that. I took a lot of classical lessons as a very small kid, and then discovered what I think is really one of the most expressive forms of music, which is songs. I've always loved songs, and I've always had this need to sing. I don't know what it is. And so, that's what I've been doing since I was about 16. I've just been playing out anywhere they'll hear me, and that's kind of what I've been doing. One of the things that I really enjoy doing, though, is, kind of doing arrangements of things that, most people don't play, Like, you don't usually go to a bar and see and hear that song I just played. And to be honest with you, it's a little terrifying, that piece of music, because I'm just trying to remember the next chord, because it's just kind of all over the place. But it's really exciting to me, and it's a beautiful song. So this next one is actually by Hoagie Carmichael. This is a wonderful old tune. Probably heard it before.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just a soul sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. That's Georgia, sweet Georgia, a song of you. It comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. And other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile so tenderly. But still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads right back to you. So Georgia, sweet Georgia, no peace I find, just a so sweet song in Georgia on my mind. And other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile so tenderly. But still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads right back to you. So Georgia, sweet Georgia, no peace I find, just a so sweet song in Georgia on my mind. Just a so sweet song in Georgia on my mind.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So Steely Dan is one of my favorite bands. Thank you. This is not a real far out Steely Dan tune, but I kind of like the arrangement that I did of it. So see what you think.
We hang a leaf and that's okay. I thought it all about time had just begun. I guess you kind of scared yourself, you turned and run. But you could have a change of heart. Ricky, don't lose that number. 'cause you don't wanna call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Ricky, don't lose that number, 'cause it's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home. And I have a friend in town, he's heard your name. We can go out driving on the slow hand road. We can stay inside, play games, man, I don't know. You could have a change of hearts. Ricky, don't lose that number, 'cause you don't wanna call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Ricky, don't lose that number, 'cause it's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home. You tell yourself you're not my kind, but you don't even know you're mine. And you could have a change of hearts. Ricky, don't lose that number, 'cause you don't wanna call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Ricky, don't lose that number, 'cause it's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home. Ricky, don't lose that number. Ricky, don't lose that number.
Thank you. This is a song very good for college students. It's called Vienna by Billy Joel. Kara already told me it's her favorite song. So a little bit of background too. You know, I never really knew what Vienna meant. As you listen to the song, Vienna is sort of this goal, you know, this star in the sky that you want to reach. And then I found out later that Billy Joel's father was from Vienna and actually left the family and went back to Vienna. So it's like, yeah, as you listen to this song, kind of, that's pretty poignant, you know, to keep in mind. So it's called Vienna. Let me try that again.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. 'Cause you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time, although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. It's too bad, but this the life you lead? You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride. Don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Just dream on, but don't imagine they're all coming true. And when will you realize the end awaits for you? Slow down, you crazy child. Take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. And when will you realize the end awaits for you? 'Cause you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. And why don't you realize the end awaits for you? When will you realize the end awaits for you? Well, I play nights in the Spanish part of town, and I've got music in my hands. The work is hard to find, but that don't get me down, 'cause Rosalinda understands. Crazy Latin dancing solo down in Herald Square. Oh, Havana, I've been searching for you everywhere, and I got a chance to be there, and I know what I would see there, and I can always find my Cuban skies in Rosalinda's eyes. When she smiles, she gives everything to me. And when she's all alone, she cries. And I'd do anything to take away her tears, because they're Rosalinda's eyes. Crazy Latin dancing solo down in Herald Square. Oh, Havana, I've been searching for you everywhere, and I got a chance to make it. It's time for me to take it, and I'll return before the fire dies in Rosalinda's eyes. All alone in a Puerto Rican band, the union wages are wedding clothes, and hardly anyone has seen how good I am. Rosalinda says she knows. Señorita, don't be lonely, I will soon be there. Oh, Havana, I've been searching for you everywhere. I know I'll never be there, well, I know what I would see there, and I can always climb my Cuban skies and Rosalinda's eyes. you'll soon be there. Oh, Havana, I've been searching for you everywhere, and I got a chance to make it. It's time for me to take it, and I'll return before the fire dies and Rosalinda's eyes.
Thank you. So that's another Billy Joel tune. And, you know, the chords are a lot cooler than what's on the radio today, if I say so myself. I do end up playing a lot of older stuff. Just enjoying that harmony, you know. This is one of my tunes. This is called No Angels. I can't find no reason, I don't know which way to start. Well, it seems like it's open season. At times like these will break your heart, but there'll be no angel left to me. And the rain just swept down, washed away the silent streets. It seems like the world we made is gone. It just wasn't meant to be. Right out where heaven meets the sea, that's where I'll be. The time we had is come and gone. No, I don't know how to feel, 'cause something beautiful has turned to dust, and it all seems so real. Seems on and on never come, slowly piercing black velvet night. So I hear him drowning my troubles in scotch and smoke, and wondering how I'd ever begin to make it right. There'll be no angel left to me, 'cause I'm just another squeaky wheel, waiting for the grease. So if you got candy to unwrap, do it now. Okay, I figured. Anyway, yeah, No Angels. That song, I just thought of this little line here, this little sort of jazz chord progression, and I thought of this line, No Angels, you know. And really what it's about is, you know, a person who doesn't really deserve any forgiveness or anything at all. There'll be no angels after me. You know, it's kind of like a Johnny Cash character, I think. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the concept of that tune. This one's called Trees. Look at the trees, so much older than me.
I'll still be here when we're dead and gone. I'm down on my knees, begging this heart, this clock to freeze, but it keeps on ticking on and on and on. Tell me, what did you think about the water and the walls? Did Hitler ever really have a chance? Be sure to tell my children's children that you knew me, and I wasn't crazy thinking of trees, feeling weak in the knees, knowing that you'll still be here when I'm dead and gone. I'm asking you, please, have you ever seen times as strange as these? But he keeps his silence long and long and long, long and long. Talking with trees so much older than we. You'll still be here when we're dead and gone. But someday he'll fall.
Thank you. So the tree is like a metaphor, you know. Well, it's not like a metaphor. That's a weird thing to say, isn't it? It's a metaphor. It's like a simile. No, it's a metaphor for, you know, sort of nature, the mountains, the sky, all the things that, you know, human beings have kind of just come around pretty recently to them, you know. So that's the concept. And that tune I wrote when I was, I think, 19 or 20, in like 20 minutes. It just kind of came out, you know. And that's kind of what I love so much about song. You know, the song, the whole thing about being creative with songwriting. I'm actually the faculty sponsor as well of the Songwriting Club, which meets on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock right across the hall here in the studio. And it's been pretty cool. People are bringing things in. It's just a wonderful form of expression, I think, you know. So I'm going to play some Beatles for you now. Sound good?
I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh. I saw a photograph. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared. Well, they'd seen his face before, but nobody was really sure if he was from the House of Lords. I saw a film today, oh boy. The English army had just won the war. A crowd of people turned away, but I just had to look, having read the book. I'd love to turn you on. I woke up, fell out of bed, wind dragged a comb across my head. Found my way downstairs and drank a cup. And looking up, I noticed I was late. I found my coat and grabbed my hat. I made the bus in seconds flat. Found my way downstairs and I had a smoke. Somebody spoke and I went into a dream. I read the news today, oh boy. 4,000 holes in Blackford, Lancashire. And all the holes were rather small. They had to count them all. And now they know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall. I'd love to turn you on.
Thank you. Isn't that a cool tune?
I look at all the lonely people. I look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in a church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing a face as she keeps in her jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, wearing a face and too deep in her jaw by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Look at all the lonely people. Look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby died in a church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved. All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong?
I'm sorry. You know what? I'll be perfectly honest with you. This is so foreign for me. I'm just so not used to being under the spotlight and people. You know what I mean? Like this concert sort of a thing. I'm not. I just feel like I've dropped the ball so many times today. I'm just being perfectly honest with you. It happens to everybody, I think, and I just feel like I haven't been in the right mindset. Anyway, the performance thing is a strange thing. I'm just used to so much more of a casual atmosphere, I think, and I'm just not really pleased with how I'm playing, so I apologize. There comes a time when you're so worried about what's going on, you know what I mean, that you think too much, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I apologize, I really do. I don't know what else to say.
Just for a second.
Yes.
I would have been back, just to make it a little more casual.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like bursting with something that I have to say to you about this man and about one musician he is. As he finishes with whatever it is that will be wonderful that he's going to finish with, I want you to listen, voice students, to how he
never sounds harsh, never comes right? Listen to how he melds it all together. Listen to the arrangements he's done. And of course, we've heard his own compositions. I hope you know what you're hearing and enjoy it.
Thank you. I appreciate that because it's just, it's funny. You set such high standards for yourself, and then some days it's kind of like you've got 100%, of your attention that can be devoted to something, and when 40% is taken up with like, what's the next chord? I don't want to screw this up. You know what I mean? It's just been one of those things. And I play constantly. I've got a gig tonight. I got 2 gigs tomorrow. This is just such a foreign sort of a setup for me. Anyway, I appreciate you, being understanding. The mind is a strange thing. I've been banging through these tunes so much lately. Anyway, I'm going to play a little something called Can't Stop the Rain. Okay.
The song came and went like the times that we spent hiding out from the rain under the carnival tent. Well, I laughed and she'd smile. Oh, it would last for a while, but you don't know what you got till you lose it all again. Listen to the melody ring. Listen to the music on the lake. Listen to my heart break every time she runs away. Listen to the banjo wind, a sad song drifting low. Listen to the tears roll down my face as she turns to go. A cool evening dance, listening to the bluegrass band. It takes the chill from the air until they play that last song. Well, I can't change my mind, I knew all the time, but there's moments that I find that I'm not feeling so strong. Listen to the melody ring, listen to the music on the lake. Listen to my heart break every time she runs away. Listen to the banjo wind, a sad song drifting low. Listen to the tears roll down my face as she turns to go. Running down by the lake shore, she did love the sound of a summer storm. It played on the lake like a mandolin, and now it's washing her away once again. The side wheels spin, and I think about her when I hear that whistle blow. Well, I can't change my mind. Oh, I knew all the time that she'd go, but that's a choice that I made long ago. Listen to the melody ring, listen to the music on the lake. Listen to my heart break every time she runs away. Listen to the banjo wind, a sad song drifting low. Listen to the tears roll down my face as she turns to go. Listen to the tears roll down my face as she turns to go. Listen to the tears roll down my face as she turns to go. Oh.
Thank you. That went a little better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That was Bruce Hornsby. Great songwriter. This is a tune I wrote for my favorite girl who's in the middle up there. Bella.
Beautiful baby girl, I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to greet you as you come into this world. This world's a little crazy right now, but our house is safe and warm. Right till you be protected, you never fear the storm. You know your mom and me, we didn't get here easily, so you have to be patient with us. We're not used to being proud parents of a beautiful baby girl, like a gift from heaven. I'm sure you'll be really cute, 'cause baby is always all, but you'll be my baby girl. What could be sweeter? Can't wait to hear you laugh when I take you in my arms. Though it'll all seem new, many people pave the way for you. Although you can't see them, they're still around. You'll be a part of the family, new growth on a mighty old tree. I know you don't know it yet, but you won't believe all the love you get. A beautiful baby girl, can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to see you laugh. I take you in my arms, and I can't wait to hear you laugh. See what you'll grow to be, 'cause long after these eyes can see, I'll be watching over you.
Thank you. So, okay, wrote that when my wife was expecting, and we found out it was a girl. And my wife likes to say things like, "Just write a great song," for that. And it's kind of like, yeah, sure, I'll write a great song. Okay. And I felt a lot of pressure on me to write a really good song that people would listen to forever. And I think I like that song a lot. I really think it turned out well. Now, the reason why I'm grabbing this, I do play a little guitar. I play a lot of guitar, actually, but, we're pregnant again. This time it's a boy. My wife says, "Write another song." And, of course, it's like you want to, and you think, like, how am I going to redo that? I'm going to, reinvent the wheel here. So I took the opposite approach that you just heard. That's the thing. See, it's like, sometimes that's one of the things I love about creativity and songwriting and all this stuff is you try and mix it up. There's a great song by Paul Simon called "So Long, Frank Lloyd Wright." Frank Lloyd Wright was a really cutting-edge architect, and it's all about. There's a line in there: "When I run dry, I stop a while and think of you." And I always loved that line in that song because it's kind of like that's what you do as a creative person, Yeah, that well runs dry, and you sort of put a new twist on it, or you try to take it from another angle. That's kind of what I did with this. This is for my son. So, I had kind of heard that boys were a little different than girls, a little rougher, a little messier, all that kind of stuff, and that's proven to be pretty true. So I sort of did like a Dylan-esque kind of honest thing.
Someday a job will seem like more than you can stand. Someday a pretty girl will take you by the hand. Here in this life you got to take the good and leave the bad. Be happy, don't be sad, 'cause you're my boy. Yes, you're my boy. But all I want for you is to be your own man. Little man, I look at you and I think about my dad, and the way he brought me up and gave me all he had. Well, there's a line of love that reaches straight on through to you. It's the glue and that's the truth, 'cause you're my boy. Yes, you're my boy. 'Cause all I want for you is to be your own man. Yes, you're my boy. Yes, you're my boy. 'Cause all I want for you is to be your own man. Just be your own man. Be your own man. Be your own man. A little different, right? I would venture to say I'm the first CCBC faculty member to wear one of these on this stage.
And I'll probably be the last. All right, I have one more song for you. This is called Good Night. This is another original that I kind of like to always play last. You know, in songs we try to get close to truth sometimes, you know, and I feel like it's sarcastic, but there's some truth in this tune. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for coming, by the way, and hanging out with us.
Good night, good night. The show is over. Come back next time. And on your way out, please watch the signs. They say this way, or where to go if fire should break out. Yeah, please note them all. If you don't, hey, it's your call. Tonight, you may find that you're balding with a changing waistline. But that's how it always goes. 'Cause every day that passes you're a little bit older. There's no use crying when you put the world on your shoulders. Take a look at yourself, it won't cost you a dime. If they haven't got you yet, it's just a matter of time. And everywhere you look, they're trying to get your submission. Every day invents a tale that's stranger than fiction. And who the hell will remember it a week from now? You got a problem, well, they'll soon have a cure. But take the first and you'll be dying for more. You think happiness is what they're selling, it'll only make it worse, I'm telling you. Right now. Good night, good night. Drive out slowly, go home, sleep tight until the morning light.
Thank you. That's called Good Night. Thank you. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this performance by CCBC music faculty member Brian Comotto. If you would like to attend a music forum concert, please note that each Friday during the fall and spring semesters, the music department at CCBC presents music forum concerts at 12:20 in the Arts and Humanities Hall, Recital Hall. These concerts are an integral part of our students' education, and all of the concerts are free and open to the public. For more information on music forums, please call 443-840-1521. I'm Monica Otal. Thank you for watching CCBC TV's Arts Showcase.